7 in a row, finals all confirmed now, and you can get the opportunity to fight for that top 2 spot.
Yeah, really pleased with the result. Against what is a really tough team. I know the results the last 2 or 3 weeks haven't suggested that, but Fremantle are a very good, well-disciplined, well-structured young team. And so to be able to withstand their game and still come out on top was really pleasing.
Yeah, they're number 1, I think, stoppage clearance differential team in the competition. Obviously, there was no Sean Darcy today, but to match it with that midfield must have been a really pleasing part of the week.
Yeah, it was. We identified that as a real threat for them coming into the game. Number 1 clearances, even without Darcy, they're really threatening around there. So, I put it on our midfield to try and make sure that they competed in that aspect of the game, and it didn't get away with it. Saw it as a real threat that Fremantle could beat us in, and so for our guys to come away with the results, I'm really happy with how we competed. We had patches where they looked really dominant and were able to get out of that stoppages a little bit too easily and cleanly, but all in all, we did a pretty good job.
I know you were struggling pre-game, Lockie Whitfield being probably the best half-back in the comp. Have you got the best half-forward as well, bigger at the moment?
Well, yeah, he was outstanding today. It felt like when we were not quite getting it done, he was keeping us in it, him and Jesse. And, his ability to pressure, his tackle, I don't know how many tackles he ended up, maybe 13 in the end. His finish, I thought he had an outstanding game and kept us in it when we needed it, and certainly provided that spark to help us get back into the game.
I know the game was tight, but was it nice not to have to pull off that comeback again?
Yeah, we started a lot better, so that was nice. The first 15 minutes, I was really pleased with, and then the last 15, Fremantle fought back, and to their credit, and made it a little tighter at quarter time. But it's always good to start well, particularly when you're at home in front of your home fans. Try and snuff out that challenge of the opposition. But they were good enough to come back and made it a really tight game.
The second quarter was a bit of a slog for you. Really good at constricting the ball movement. How do you think the boys did adjusting when that tempo changed?
A bit patchy. I didn't think we handled it all that well. There were moments where Fremantle were able to get through us a little bit too easily. I thought probably the bigger problem was our ball use. I thought we were a bit stop-start. I thought we were a little bit sideways instead of moving the ball forward. So we'll get to work on that and try and improve that for the Bulldogs next week.
Tom Green had a really big finish. Did you see anything between half-time or during the game? Really wound him up?
No, I didn't really wind him up. I mean, he's a pretty good player. So it's a matter of him getting his hands dirty around the contest. That's where his great strength is, and his ability to then create with his hands is elite. And so he knew that their midfield was really talented. So I think he just rose to that challenge more so than anything else.
Ironic that Jesse has that game against Fremantle, where he's come from, and pretty much secures the Coleman now. How proud are you of the turnaround he's had in his career to go to beat the player we all thought he was going to be when he was 17?
Yeah, really proud of the work that he puts in. That probably goes understated, is just how hard he works at his game, whether it's physically or mentally. He's a fantastic preparer, and so we'll support him as best as we can, both as a coaching group and as a playing group. But he deserves what he gets because of the way that he prepares and how selfless he is. He's given away plenty of goals this year to people in better positions, or created contests to create goals for his smaller teammates. So it's great to see him get the rewards.
So he wanted a specific matchup, wanted on Draper a lot. Him and Cameron just kept switching to get it right. Did you feel that he had a clear advantage if he get the right matchup today?
If he gets the matchup, I mean, I think he's got a clear advantage on anyone he plays on, to be fair. So it's not necessarily dependent upon who he's playing on. He's just an elite contested marker. He's got great craft. He's smart. He knows when to lead. He knows when to get out the back. And whenever we kick it to him, it's either going to be a contest or he's going to mark it. So, he's been able to get some good matchups that suit him at times, but also Cads as well. Keefe today. So we continue to work on that. I think, I think we're supporting him very well.
We saw Jack Buckley come off in the fourth term with an injury. Can you provide an update?
Yeah, I think it was a hit to the knee or back of the knee. So he's fine based on my discussions with him. But yeah, it was just, I don't know if it was a cork or what it was, but just a knock.
We're seeing Slammer really work back into that form that we know it,
Yeah.
I guess, from him. I mean, that mark, I think, within the second quarter, that
Yep.
he's putting his body on the line. Have you noticed that two really freak injuries this year, that he's had to build that confidence up and he's back at that peak level now?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably subconscious more than anything else, I think, with him. I mean, I saw him last week go back with the flight and take a great mark, and I think his commitment to the contest, whether it's in the air or on the ground, is still really strong. Technique-wise, we need to protect him a little bit. You know, that mark he took in the second, he left himself a little bit open, so we need to continue to work technically with him on protecting himself. But, I mean, he's super courageous. You know, he's working. I don't think he's quite at his best yet, but he's certainly working towards it.
One last road trip to Ballarat this next weekend against the Dogs, but if you could lock up a top 2 spot and know that all your games could be hit for a potential grand final, how important would that be?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think playing home finals is better than playing away finals, so that's the way that we approach it. We'd like to play in front of our home crowd. You know, we had a really good, strong crowd today, over 10,000, well above expectation, I think, from the AFL. So that was really nice, and they were loud too in critical moments, which certainly helped us. So we'd love to play in front of them finals time, but yeah, we'll see. We've got a job to do next week, and if we can do that, then we'll get that opportunity.
Do you feel like you're already playing finals? Brisbane last week, we've had to overcome Fremantle and
Yep.
the Dogs away.
Absolutely.
What's going on, right?
Yeah, I think we've had a great dress rehearsal into finals. I think the teams that we've played over the last 5 weeks, not just the last 2, have all been finals type teams. You know, we've played Melbourne at the G, we've played Hawthorn, we've played Fremantle here, Brisbane up there, got the Bulldogs down at Ballarat next week. So we've basically already played 5 finals, so I'm really comfortable with that. But again, getting there is one thing. The season starts again now, and you know, we've got to make sure that we're playing our best footy.
You matched the club record, winning a streak of 7 matches,
Yeah.
which was set last season around this time. How does it feel different this year compared to last, when you sort of made that surge, or is
Yeah.
it you're pushing out the top?
I suppose it feels a little bit different. I mean, I'm not sure we're playing at our absolute best yet. I think we've got more to give, particularly offensively. I think we can move the ball a little better. I think we can tighten the screws a bit defensively. Fremantle kicked 92 points today, so we need to be a little better than that. So I don't think we're playing at our absolute best, but still managing to get the job done each week. So that's really nice. It's probably how it feels different. Thank you.